You are welcome to this edition of the news here at the DBS television, ladies and gentlemen, this second day of October 2017. My name is Mahngeh Vernasius Fola. We begin the news with this visit of the Minister of Communication, Issa Chiroma Bakari, over the weekend, who was in the littoral region and was received here in the studios of DBS television with his delegation. He emphasized on the primordial role of the media in safeguarding national unity at a time when some dissenting voices are putting this unity to test. Philip Sote tells us more.
For close to 1 hour, Minister Issa Chiroma, visibly at ease, reiterated the important role of the media in safeguarding unity. Cameroon has come a long way, and now was no time to put the hard-earned peace the nation enjoys to jeopardy.
With a statement, you can build a nation. At the same time, with a statement, you can destroy a nation. This is one of the most powerful leverage that you have within your hand. To use it carefully for the benefit of the nation is something marvelous. Now that the United Nations, the world in general, has the eye, the mind focused on Cameroon, believe me, those problems will find a solution, but through peace. Before we conclude, I say that all of us, we are Anglophone today.
Flanked by the governor of the littoral region, Samuel Diodine Vahadibois, Vuri Senior Divisional Officer Joseph Bertrand Mache, and a high-powered delegation from the ministry, the minister reiterated government's resolve to consolidate national cohesion.
No stone should be left unturned in the process of finding the right solution to deal with this problem. No cohesion is taboo as far as finding the solution of this problem is concerned. We are ready. The government is open-minded institution. We are ready. This is the instruction, the permanent instruction given by the head of state. Let us remain open, listen, receive all grievances of complaints, and deal with it. This is your nation. This is not a private property of a person or group of persons. You are a citizen of this nation. You have your right. And you can petition for it. You can demand it. The government is ready through dialogue, consultation.
As to the absence of the head of state in the country since his last participation at the 72nd session of the UN General Assembly, communications boss was clear in his response.
Right now, our illustrious head of state is here with us. He is here with us. Why? On behalf of the nation, wherever and whenever the interest of the nation is somewhere, he has to be there to protect and to promote it. Some few days ago, he went to the United Nations, took the floor, explained, championed the idea and advocated on behalf of our nation. Now, he is somewhere where the interest of the nation has summoned him to be. But the fact that he is not here physically with us, this doesn't mean that his willingness, his commitment, his vision are not being implemented.
He used the occasion to shower praises on the promoter of DBS, Alhaji Baba Amadou Dampulo, one whom he described as multidimensional and a major force in Cameroon's economic growth.
Le Cameroun est chevillé à Baba Dampulo. Il aime cette nation, il l'adore. Je le connais, c'est mon petit frère, c'est mon ami. Donc je voudrais le féliciter pour ce qu'il est en train de faire. Une télévision culturelle qui apporte des solutions, qui répond aux questions et aux questionnements, ce qui est une très bonne chose. Quand je reviendrai ici, peut-être vous me donnerez l'opportunité de parler dans l'autre langue.
Before leaving DBS, he had the pleasure of answering reporters' questions in Fulfulde, another dimension of ethno-communication unique to DBS this far in Cameroon.
Le dimen ndiɗo wondiri be fitina ko keɓɗen ndimu hoore men ha hande sey jonta ɗo ɓiɓɓe leddi wangiti ɓe mbi ɓe giɗi sendititgo leddi, ɓe giɗi en cendira. Hunde nde bo nde en jaɓata ngam kamɓe to en acci ɓe dilli luttuɗum leddi man fuu sampitan.
Cameroon last Friday 29th joined the world to celebrate World Literacy Day. The 51st edition of this event was officially commemorated in Yaoundé under the patronage of the Ministry of Basic Education. Our Yaoundé-based correspondent, Vernasius, completes that story from Yaoundé.
In our fast-changing world of today, illiteracy has been seen by many not just as being the inability to read and write, but also to have no knowledge at all in the use of information and communication technologies, ICTs. It is certainly in relation to this that UNESCO decided to place this 51st edition of the International Literacy Day under the theme Literacy in a Digital World. In this official ceremony that held this Friday, September 29 in Yaoundé, the Ministry of Basic Education championed the commemoration, which revealed the economic and developmental benefits of getting acquainted with the digital world. Online learning, sharing of vital information, and the growing of business ventures are some of the advantages of digital media, which can help to drastically reduce poverty within the population. But there might be a worry, for despite government's effort, about 35% of people between 15 and 45 years are still illiterate in Cameroon today. How then is it possible to embrace a rather more complex digital world, whereas basic education is still dragging?
I think the whole issue of defining illiteracy as somebody who can read or write, today with digital world, it changes all of that definition, because now you need to be literate on how to even use your own tools. You need to be literate on how to use the phones, the smartphones that you have, and you'll be able to be literate on how to even develop your own skill. The way it's being developed today, the technology gives us opportunity because we have audio and we have text. And so if somebody is not able to read or write, they can listen along. So the traditional methods of going to teach people right from the basis, it's with digital technology gives us an opportunity to develop a different way to help combat illiteracy.
The colorful ceremony that had as general aim to promote literacy in all its forms saw the awarding of special prizes to some late learners who finished courses in writing and reading. Amongst them was 81-year-old Mr. Bellinger, who just had his Certificat d'études primaires CEP and was awarded a digital tablet.
Every 29th September has been set aside as World Heart Day. Cameroon has equally taken part in activities to commemorate this event. In the paper that follows, our reporter Jalo Buba takes a look on some dangers related with cardiovascular disease.
Heart disease are today leaving no one at ease, for it attacks both men and women nowadays. Unlike before, when the elderly were the most affected, today even the young suffer from heart-related illnesses. It is for this reason that September 29th each year is being commemorated as World Heart Day, so as to create awareness on how to avoid the disease, for it is the leading cause of death among men and women from World Health Statistics. Each type of heart disease requires different treatment, but many have similar warning symptoms. Each heart disease symptoms depend on the type of disease one has. Cardiovascular disease are generally caused by correctable problems like an unhealthy diet, obesity, lack of exercise, being overweight, and excessive consumption of alcohol and smoking. As the World Heart Day comes and goes, it is vital for each and everyone to know at least some of the common symptoms of heart disease, such as chest pain, chest lightness, chest pressure, and discomfort, shortness of breath, pain, numbness, weakness or coldness in one's legs or arms if the blood vessels in that part of the body are narrow. Having to know this can be an enabling factor for early and emergency treatment, which can help preserve lives.
In the same light, diabetics and hypertension patients have been called to avoid smoking and control their body weights, amongst others, as ways to keep the disease under control. This was during a one-day free screening organized Friday, September 29th by Le Train du Cœur, Cameroon, here in Douala. We have details in the following report. Cardiovascular disease, according to statistics, account for nearly half of all non-transmissible disease deaths, thereby making it the world's #1 killer. World Heart Day, commemorated on September 29th, has become a platform for the society to unite in the fight against such killer disease. It is with this notion that Le Train du Cœur, Cameroon, a non-profit and a political organization, organized a one-day free screening for diabetes and high blood pressure Friday, 29th of September 2017 at their St. Luke Medical Center, Rond-Point Daido. Their focus was to raise awareness on diabetes and arterial hypertension, considered as silent killers. According to this cardiologist, Dr. Abeng Yumo, diabetes is the accumulation of blood in the organism, and coupled with high level of sugar in the blood, it is being experienced at the level of the heart, eye, or on the waist. However, their concern was to examine the feet of diabetics, given the fact that it is one of their sensitive parts of the body. They conducted their activities under the slogan, "Act today to change tomorrow." They cautioned patients to watch their body weight and to carry out regular physical exercises. They were asked to desist from smoking and to avoid cholesterol in their food. These, according to Dr. Abeng, are modifiable factors to keep diabetes and arterial hypertension at bay, for close to 25% of our population suffer from these diseases. We talk sports. The 2017-2018 football season has been slated to start on December 3rd, 2017. The declaration was made by the Secretary General of the MTN Elite One Championship last Friday in Douala. This was during a press conference to expatiate on the 4th edition of the Professional League Award scheduled for October 13th. Williams Amon sat through the conference and brought back the following report for the news.
Grouping media practitioners from the four corners of the Littoral region, Friday, September 29 in Douala, officials of the Cameroon Professional Football League, LFPC, under the chair of Secretary General Pauline Mahngeh, exchanged with the press on the 2017 edition of the LFPC Awards, which will see the recognition of 42 individual and collective actors of the 2016-2017 MTN Elite One Championship.
It is an edition that will take hold in Douala. Secondly, we will give 42 prizes, 28 in like individual premiums and 14 like collective premiums. I can also say that we have decided to add categories, and the new categories are 2, best defender and the best midfield. Unlike the first 3 editions which took place in Yaoundé, this 4th edition, scheduled for October 13, will take place in Douala. We have chosen Douala because Douala is a big city of football. The best stadium concerning traffic, the attendance is Douala. We are obliged to recognize, to bring them our recognition. You must also notice that in Douala we have economic operators locally. We have also many medias, and people here are very friendly, and for us it's a big opportunity. Like innovation, I can say that we have increased prices, given that will be given to nominees. As for what concerns criteria to nominate the over 102 individual and collective nominees, the process of designation is that during the season, our coaches have given notes to players. We have auditioned these notes to make to give marks to certain players. After that, we have required the expertise of some journalists. The balance sheet for the 8 months 2016-2017 season seems satisfactory, despite the late start, internal, external and financial challenges, as well as other irregularities. So that it was a difficult season, but we have protect the best. We have protect the main things, that is the direct programmation of matches. We have spent 8 months, and I think that we can be happy of the work that has been done. The 2017-2018 season has been slated to kick off by December 3, 2017.
Like we got in that report, the 34th playing day ended yesterday with Edingspor coming up to 63 points, followed by Cotonspor with 58 points and Apaches FC with 54 points, bringing them to the first, second and third positions respectively. From bottom, we have Canon Sportif de Yaoundé with 26 points, occupying the 18th position, Lyon Blessé with 28 points, occupying the 17th position, and Racine de Bafoussam with 39 points, occupying the 16th position. These three teams succeeded to secure their tickets for the second division championship that kicks off next December. That was the beat we put together, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back again tomorrow for what would have made news. Keep watching programs here at DBS Television. God bless your day.